Primary key ID is what? The TID only we make it as what? Primary key. Yes or no? Right. Then hibernate. Select something. Show SQL. Here what? That SQL, that is spring.jpa.hibernate dot what? Create. Hibernate dot what? Create. Hibernate dot what? DDL dot hyphen auto. Sorry. That is what? Create option. Then that is what? This is what? Show SQL. This is for what? Save method. Inserting that operation. Yes or no? Right? Okay. Let me go for the table. The database. Okay. Let me run a DESC EMP tab 1. Table structure is there or not? Okay. Not null. Number something. Okay. EID, ename, ESAL, something, something. Next, select star from EMP tab. One record inserted or not? EID, ename, ESAL. EID 101, ename what? Naresh IT, ESAL is what? 250. Okay. See, if you are not using the big decimal, no, wherever you are lagging. Okay. అట్లాగే సార్ మనం ఇందా చేసినట్టుగా మాన్యువల్గా బట్ గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ దేర్ ఈస్ మల్టిపుల్ రికార్డింగ్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయలేమంటావా కానీ రికార్డ్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయాలంటే అసలు ఏ డేట్ వెళ్ళాలి దానికి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది అది ఇంకా రాలేదు పంపిస్తుంది చెప్తాం ఫస్ట్ అప్లికేషన్ యార్ ఓకే రైట్ సో ఐ హోప్ యూ గాట్ ద క్లారిటీ అబౌట్ ద ఎంటిటీ క్లియరా ఎనీ డౌట్ ఆన్లైన్ you are also, are you good? Have you understood? So just you can take the respective repository, maybe JP repository, JPA repository, code repository, right? Paging and sorting repository, simple repository. There is repositories you can discuss later. Don't worry. Okay, clear? Okay. Runner class, mostly you are aware of it. This is the main application. Nothing is there. Clear? Offline. Ladies, are you okay? Boys. Okay. Right. The next one. See, let me write something. Here, these are the dependencies. You can take it. What do you mean by JPA repositories are? Might be you have some doubt on that. Maybe if you have repository. See, JPA repository class or interface. JPA repository class or interface. This is what? Interface. Okay, let me cover that point. See, it is a predefined interface. For this implemented class. For this implemented class is given what? Simple JPA repository. Okay, right. For this paging repository, it is an interface. Still it is repository. Okay. So each and every interface having their own implemented class. Okay, for this there is implemented class called what? Simple JPA repository. Clear? Okay, that's all about it, about the simple application. If you go through that, maybe you will find the more clarity how it was implemented. See, why I mentioned here that length. If I'm not mention that length, by default it will taking what? 250 something. Okay, then we can't see output like this here. That output coming what? Like clumsy. Okay, that's why we are specifying what? Its length. Clear? Okay, so any doubt, guys? Are you clear? Online, are you good? Okay, right. No problem. I will close the class sharp 10:30. Don't worry. Okay, next one. So here there is a some Oracle related JPA is there. Some data JPA is also there. So what is the difference between these both JPAs? Let me write that question. See what time mentioning the questions. They will ask the interview. Okay, right. So not all, but there may be a chance to ask. That is what. Okay, I'm encouraging you. Okay, you can keep in your mind. Sorry, you told me that question, but that people is not asking me. Don't ask me like that. Yeah, that is based on the interviewer mindset. Na, my mindset is different. Some A mindset or B are different. Right? That's what. But in general, maybe ask. Okay, right. What is the difference between? What is the difference between? What is the difference between Sun Microsystem or what? Oracle. Both are same na now? Same or different? Once upon a time Sun Microsystem. Now not Oracle. Once upon a time Java was introduced by the Sun Microsystem. Oracle never take completely Sun Microsystem. Only one Java software related. Okay, na? That is what. Okay, Sun or maybe Oracle JPS by using what? ORM. ORM introduced by whom? Sun Microsystem. So what is the difference between ORM and Hibernate? Hibernate is what? Tool. Hibernate is what? One of the tool of the ORM technologies. ORM is what? Like JDBC, it is a technology. Okay. So Hibernate is what? One of the tool here. One of the tool. Okay. That's what. So that is the Sun Microsystem or maybe Oracle JPA. It is used for what? To performing the database operations by using what? ORM. By using what? ORM. But we should use one vendor, that is third party vendor. That's why we are using what? Hibernate. Okay, now that's what we are using what? Hibernate with what? JPA. Okay, right. Let me write the answer over here. Sun or maybe Oracle. Sun or maybe Oracle. Okay. Is a Specification given. Specification is specification given. Specification given to perform DB operations. DB operations by using what? ORM. ORM stands for object relational mapping, right? But we should use what? We should use one vendor. One vendor. That is what? One vendor maybe Sun also vendor, like Oracle also vendor. No, third party vendor I'm talking about. Third party vendor. Okay. Example. Example is what? Example, Hibernate. Okay. Hibernate with JPA. Java Persistent API. Okay. Full code you should write only. Okay. You can write what? This full code like what? These things. Hibernate related stuff. Okay. Some repository, something. Okay. Even some basic details of what entity or a table or something, whatever you want. Okay. That is what here. Okay. Next one. Going for the repositories. There is a multiple repositories are there. Okay. Repositories. Okay. There is a repositories are there here. Okay. What are the repositories? There is a repository called repository. Next what? Number 2, called repository. Number 2, paging and sorting repository. Sorting repository and sorting repository. Then what? There is a third one, JPA repository. The fourth one. The fourth one is what? Simple JPA repository. Okay. So simple JPA repository is what? It is implemented class. Okay. This is what? Implemented class. Okay. So here every repository T comma ID, it will be there. Okay. In the structurally, it will be there like this. Okay. It will be like this. Sir, what is this T? T is what? First of all, have you seen this kind of coding in your core Java? Have you seen? Where? What concept? Generics. Excellent. Generics only. Okay, here T is always representing what? It is a entity class. T always representing what? Entity class. T, it is representing what? It is representing what? Entity class. Thank you. Entity class. Okay. Sir, what about that ID? ID is representing what? You know, primary interview who came. That is, what is the difference between code repository and JPA repository? Recently asked. Okay, so that is the code repository purpose is what? The code repository is what? It is a, I will give a small description about each and everything. Okay, it is a base repository. What? It is a base repository. Base repository. Base repositories. Here, all repositories classes are interfaces. Interfaces only. Either code repository, either paging and sorting repository or JPA repository, all are what? Interfaces only. Okay, right. It is a base repository interface. It is a base repository interface. Okay, and providing what? And providing only code operations. Code operation, that is what? Create, update, retrieve and delete. Okay, code operations, but it is what? The base repository. Code repository is what? It is a base repository. Next one, sir, what is meant by paging repository? The paging repository is what? Adding the pagination. Pagination, I hope you know, right? If you see any application, in the bottom of the application, less than, greater than symbols is there. Okay, page. Take Google here. Yes, Google. There is a 10 pages they can support if you search anything. Yes or no? Okay, let me show in Google. See, in Google, I'm searching what is Java. See, maybe in the bottom, I think so. They can providing what? Some numbers and all, right? This is called what? Pagination. First page, second page, third page, up to 10 pages. Right? Okay. I hope you got it. That is called as what? Pagination. Pagination. Okay. Paging and sorting repository is what? Adding what? Adding what? The pagination and sorting on top of code operation, on top of code operations. Okay, next one, JPA repository. Just now we used it. Okay, JPA repository, adding what? JPA specific features. JPA specific features like what? Batch operations. Batch operations, have you heard about this in JDBC? Batch operations here. Have you heard about it? So it means you can able to perform multiple operations at same time. You can perform insert, you can perform update, you can batch operations. Okay, batch operations and flush control. Okay, what is this flush? We'll see going forward. Okay, right. Okay, next one. What do you mean by simple JPA repository? What is this? It is one of the implemented class like what? It is a default. It is a default implemented or implementation of what? JPA repository. JPA repository and used by whom? Spring, used by Spring Data JPA. That is what. Spring Data JPA. This is what? Okay, about that JPA's history. Okay, so that ID is nothing but what? Like what? Primary key ID. Even that is considered as what? Data type. Data type. That to primary key ID only it can be represented. Okay, that's all about it here. Today's discussion. Okay, right. So rest of the things we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow our class will start sharp 9:06. Okay, 5 minutes grace period. If you came late, that's your risk. It is not mine. Okay, please come as early as possible. Online